Namaste, Big Cat Air Signs. Grand Rising, welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, the planetary hot topics for your next 7 days. On the 29th, Capricorn welcomes the moon. You may feel a surge of ambitious energy, allowing you to focus on your desired achievements, adjust your plans, and maintain discipline in all your actions. On the 30th, the moon in Capricorn harmonizes with Mars in Virgo. Utilize your energy and with enthusiasm and with ease as your emotions serve as a driving force. Feel inspired to take constructive action. You also have Capricorn's moon sextile in Pisces in Saturn. This transit heightens your sense of responsibility and organizational abilities, enabling you to pursue your goals with care and thoughtful consideration. It's an opportune time to engage in group discussions. On the 31st, Aquarius embraces the moon. Be attentive to potential changes that demand more attention, requiring unconventional approaches. Keep an open mind. On the 1st, Aquarius full moon. The results of transformative changes brings you closer to your ultimate aspirations, nurturing a desire for greater independence. Enjoy a day of abundance and celebration as the sturgeon moon graces you, my big cat air signs. You also have Mars in Virgo, trining Jupiter in Taurus. You have the power to create your own opportunities. Maintain optimism and focus on the possibilities within your reach. Your actions today can pave the way for your future successes. You also have Virgo's Mercury opposing Pisces' Saturn, It's a time to take your goals and dreams seriously, putting your head down and working diligently to achieve them. On the 2nd, Pisces welcomes the moon. Imagination flourishes, inspiring you to take a break from mundane routine and indulge in creative pursuits. On the 3rd, the Pisces moon opposes Virgo's Mars. Energy levels may fluctuate, leading to excess or a lack of energy when needed. Be mindful of potentially lashing out. Strive for balance. And remember, not every battle must you attend. On the 4th, Aries welcomes the moon. Your energy resurfaces, keeping you occupied with physically engaging activities. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Big Cat Wave. Namaste! Grand Rising air signs, welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your next 7 days. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Big Cat Wave. Let's dive in, darling dears, and unpack your runestone. Oh, you have Ophelia, darling dears. This is represented by the World card on its face, darling dears. It speaks about someone or someone's having unfinished business. It could also speak about someone leaving an organization. It could be the ending of a business contract, darling dears. It also speaks about karma being afoot for some over the next 7 days, represented by the letters F and O. And the numbers 84, 85, 86, and 87. Somebody feels like they've got unfinished business with you. No closure to a situation. Oh, child. It also speaks about you being watched, but for the wrong reasons, darling dears. Somebody's watching to see if you'll fail over the next 7 days. Good golly and gosh, a meanie straight off the bat. Let's get your ancestral message around this. You can use the wisdom of the oracle of the chakra. If you know the right name, please put it in the comments. 144 on the counter for the assemble, darling dears. Let's get your ancestral message. Let's get your overall ancestral message for the next 7 days. Your first one is, oh, no longer despondent, darling dears. You know exactly what's going on. World card in the middle. Somebody's really watching you, darling dears. You may even have progeny waiting for you to fail. Somebody's very upset, but yet still you rise. Come through, Mayor Angelou. Posh, clap. Very disagreeable, darling dears. This is somebody that tried to take over your way of thinking or wanted you to be on their gang, as long as their gang was less than them. Someone is seeing you still rise, darling dears. With or without progeny, you still go on, air signs. You know exactly what's going on, and you know exactly where this energy is coming from, and you know exactly why. Good God. You are a full-on investigator. Yeah. Somebody who has no staying strength. Yes, baby. Someone who gives up easily or likes to what? Float on somebody's coattails. This is the ending of a situation. You're realizing whom is in your inner circle. Remembering law number what? 5 of the 48 laws of power. Reputation is everything. Hang with 4 bottom feeders. Guess who's going to be number 5? Not the big cat, air sign. It seems like you're going to be realizing a thing or two that's kept you stuck or stagnant in a situation. This is a situation where there will be no change unless you change the cat in the mirror. Looking at it clearly, darling dears, your final card is grief. Somebody's crying into their fist. Law number what? Good golly and gosh, number 10 of the 48 laws of power. Avoid the unlucky and the unhappy. This is somebody who likes to complain, moans about everything, always talking about health issues, always on someone else's business, darling dears, always on the balls of their feet. This is a merchant of slander. Maybe you're realizing that the poison person in your circle, darling dears, got to go. Out with the old. You prayed for this, darling dears. You asked the Most High to reveal all the toxic and the situations that no longer serve you. And everything's been shown to you all at once this week, my air signs. Good golly and gosh. Well, you are supposed to be closest to sword. I said sword, but that is your actual your moniker is the swords, isn't it? But it's the source, darling dears, the source. This is about you realizing that you're going back to the source. This is part of your birth natal chart, darling dear, being an air sign. Everything comes from the source, and in this situation, you are realizing that you are the source. You was allowing yourself to be stuck in situations that you shouldn't have held on to, but you had to learn the lesson. Some of you may be even grieving over lost time, but you understand you can begin anytime you want to, darling dears. Remember, you are Ibex, prototype of your lineage. You can go forward, darling dears. Cum laude, that's Latin for with honors. You've been through a thing or two, but this is a realization week for you, darling dears. Let's get your overall theme card. Give it a quick shufty and wake up the deck. Overall theme for the air signs. Yeah, challenging times, darling dears. As you separate the wheat from the chaff. We've got the Temperance card, as well as what? The three of hearts, darling dear, the 3 of cups. Finding balance in your relationships, darling dears. Yeah, the 3 of cups, darling dears, it speaks about relationships, wanting to celebrate. This is about you having more of an open mind around your relationships around you, darling dear, allowing yourself to be the growth in the situation. It also speaks about invitations as well as celebrations with feminine energy. I felt inclined to shuffle the deck again. Yeah. Your overall theme, darling dear, is an 8. 8 is infinity. Let's get to the message in the numerology of the 8. It speaks about some form of material satisfaction that is going to be gifted you because of your ambition, and you're in a season of what? Giving and receiving. This is, the 8 is ruled by Saturn, so you are receiving some kind of reward. Maybe it's because you're realizing that you was the power in a circle. Listen, if you're the smartest person in your group, you need another group, darling dears. It's about growth, and you're realizing this fire energy in the upright, darling dears. 8 of Wands is about a message. You've got a message coming through to you, darling dears. And it also speaks about travel, but whatever it is, it's moving forward from what? Challenging times, from conflict, from arguments, from listening to the gossip mongers, the negative Nellies, those that want to bring you down. You had to keep it moving, darling dears. But realizing that you're moving forward without guilt. This is about you using your inner strength, your inner power. You've empowered yourself, darling dears. But you definitely have some kind of message coming in. Why am I still using this deck? Because Tower moment, you are their karma. This is a time for you to rebuild. I said Tower moment is the sudden realization of yourself in a situation that you're no longer holding to. The Tower moment is you calling the Tower moment, ending of a romance, a job situation, a friendship, realizing that it's not for you anymore, darling dears. It didn't fuel the flames of your ambition. Tower is ruled by Mars, fire, and Uranus energy. The sudden change. You are going to become a rebel over the next 7 days, darling dears. But you have to also be aware of what? Accidents. Fire energy could be anything within the home. It could be a car. Right. I have to go with the flow of the cards, darling. If the cards tell me to use those, I use those. Base of your deck is the truth roof. Pinkies are Ace of Swords, your energies, darling dears. I told you, you are in your element. You're learning to be more elusive in a situation. Let people appreciate your absence. Law 16 of the 48 Laws of Power, because you are appreciating yourself, tapping into what? Your passionate side, darling dears, your creative side, right? Some of you are going to be striking out on your own as entrepreneurs, and you begin, I just heard a book, launching of a book. Let's give it a good shufti and see what's going on for you. Any past influences, as the air signs realize they're moving on from what? Situations. Yeah, people from the past that want to come back. They want to reappear in your life like Beetlejuice or Candyman, darling dear. Somebody would like one more round Julie with your hairline. Why? Because they see that you are now creating opportunities in your life. But the biggest opportunity was created once you let go of that weight. You stop holding that rope, whatever it was, darling dear. The cord, the tie to a situation. It's not working for you. Realizing a thing or two. You can't stay in a situation where you're always crying. That's a funeral, not a relationship, darling dear, or a work situation. If you're always crying, you're always sad, because you got to go around this person, place, or thing. Good golly and gosh. Listen, past energy will try to rear its ugly head, darling dear, but only because you're creating opportunities. They see you as being freer and lighter, how can I put it? Unbothered.com. Yeah. The past is looking back at you, darling dear, with nostalgia, pictures, trying to manifest. You may even have progeny with this person. Or be the progeny of this person. Yeah, Swords energy. Yeah. In your present situation, darling dear, this is about you being in your mental, in your mind, darling dear, about sowing seeds of ambition. This is about you creating a new beginning. You've decided to what? Wait for the right people to turn up, but you're understanding that energy has to come from within. This is the work you're putting in, darling dear, towards your future over the next 7 days. Also, whilst you're being watched, you're going to be, or some of you will also be recognized as a major craft person in your field. It could be online, darling dears. This goes to 10 of Pentacles, breaking what? A generational curse. Whilst being watched by the past, Page of Swords. But it also speaks about your creativity. You are unique, darling dear. Your money's looking good over the next 7 days. Your Skrilla.com, darling dears. Fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. You've got many from the past trying to count your Pentacles, trying to see exactly where you're getting your shiznai from. That's none of their business, darling dears. and you're keeping it stum, right? Because you don't want no fakers or it's coming in as branches, darling, just breaking whenever they feel like or trying to break you. Listen, this is you understanding a thing or two about a thing or two over the next 7 days. Love it. Your next card, darling dear. Yeah, you're the karma for them. Ending of situations and cycles, definitely. As I said, it could be in a partnership, within a business, or romantical, darling dears, as well as platonic. But it's realizing the energy that was coming towards you wasn't the same. Yeah, energy harvesting people. You're letting them go, darling dears. You're also going to be turning down an opportunity. You once thought it was what you wanted, but this is about you living within your purpose, darling dears. Having faith, stepping without seeing the stair, leaving the branch people and branch circumstances where they are, leaning on your own understanding, going after what makes you happy, understanding happiness is an internal job. Yeah, love it. I don't hate it. You're going to be having a fabulous, gorgeous, lovely time as you realize this new awakening to self, darling dears. Not allowing yourself to be amongst those where you're not celebrated. Look, King of Swords is the major truth, darling dears. You went to Source, the Most High. The King of Swords does represent the God card in Tarot. But in this particular spread, it's the epiphanies. The epiphanies of it all. Knowledge, darling dear. Right? Knowledge that you gain through isolation or betrayal, darling dears. This is about you learning to walk alone, but being spiritually guided, spiritually strong. It's also reminding you to what? Move in silence, darling dears. You don't tell people these things. Your next move, how much you've got in your bank account, and whom you're doing the relationship with. It's nobody's business, right? Keeping your own counsel. This also speaks about somebody has put in some kind of a new job opportunity, a resume or a CV for a new job, darling dear. You did that in silence. Why? Because you knew that people around you wouldn't be happy. And you know this to the point where you decided to take action. You're cutting them all out. You asked the Most High for help. There's also going to be people lying on the circumstance. They're going to come forward to try and give their version of things. But you're the King of Swords in this situation. You are in your element, darling dears. You couldn't give a good golly or a gosh, darling dear. What people say behind your back is none of your business. You are rebuilding your life tower moment. You are being the rebel this week. My air signs. Cry your last tear, in the words of Bishop Paul Morton. Posh, clap, love it, darling dears. Split the deck and see what's going on. What did I say? What they say behind your back is none of your business. Can you see that shadow figure in the back? This is you moving on, and some of you will be actual physical travel. Yeah, unexpected. This is a sudden change in a situation, but it's a winning week for you, darling dears. Realizing your worth and adding tax. This is success in all your endeavors. I also heard a driving test. Somebody's going to be passing a driving test or the theory test. Yeah, but moving in silence this time because you told too many people the last time. It's not the first time they're going around. It's not their first rodeo. Yeah. Right, let's get a final deck and close out the read. Final message for my air signs for the next 7 days. You're being watched by the snakes, darling dears. Yeah. It'll be kisses from an enemy, right? And hug from your was it kisses from a straight? I can't remember. If you know that terminology, please put it in the box, darling dears. But they are definitely Proverbs 22:24. They're angry, darling dears. This snake that's watching you. You know. Listen, this is you making the wish to the Most High to reveal all that needed to be revealed in order for you to move forward with a clear conscience. You did the best you could, but you have to understand whom or whatsoever this snake is at your back, darling dears. And it's not going to change. A snake only sheds its skin to become a bigger snake. Remember the tears you cried, but don't live amongst it, darling dears. Use it as the fuel to accept your victories, darling dears. It's all about the growth, knowing your worth, darling dears, and adding tax. Let them have their regret at your back, darling dear. Yeah. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to my Teesprings, Todd love to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Big Cat Wave. Until we meet again on these tarot